This is Yonsei University, but it isn't a scene unique to this campus. Trouble has been erupting throughout South Korea's universities. Police have been clashing regularly with students in a recent wave of violent anti-government protests. Much of the student anger against the government of Chun Doo-Hwan stems from the president's decision about his successor. On April the 13th, he announced he would use the current electoral college system to select the new leader rather than direct election. It's a system which the opposition feels leaves them in the cold. More than 10,000 students have joined the protests calling for constitutional reform. Despite heavy police intervention, matters do not look like improving quickly. A nationwide maximum alert has been announced in anticipation of further disturbances. The upcoming anniversary of the so-called Bloody May Revolt is likely to trigger further trouble. In that uprising of dissidents in 1980, more than 194 people were killed and over 800 injured.
Students at Yonsei University in Seoul were heading for an inevitable showdown with authorities when they staged an anti-government demonstration demanding the release of students detained during earlier protests. Riot police throughout South Korea had been placed on full alert and were ready to respond as the students prepared their own battle tactics and weapons. On this occasion, the students took the offensive, hurling firebombs and rocks at the waiting squads of riot-clad police. The students claim South Korea has become a military dictatorship under President Chun Doo-Hwan and see the security forces as an extension of his authoritarian rule. They're angry at what they see as a total disregard for the basic principles of freedom and democracy. Police moved in to disperse the protesters, firing volley after volley of tear gas as running battles developed with the student demonstrators. Similar scenes were repeated at dozens of universities across the country as dissident leaders vowed to step up their anti-government protests. The demonstrations have been sparked by President Chun's announcement that he's suspending all debate on constitutional reform.